Hey guys, it's Tarek with Cyclone FPV, and I had a customer recently that asked me yesterday, basically, on working with the RadioLink AT9S transmitter, which I'm about to put up on the screen here, if you'll give me a second. All right, so this is the transmitter we're talking about. This is the RadioLink, and what he said was, he said that his right stick is just too loose. He needs to tighten it down. He needs it to snap back a little bit better, and he said if I could show him, and I happen to have this one sitting here, so I thought, well, heck, we'll go ahead and knock that out. So I'm going to show you really quick how to do this, and the things you're going to need are going to be a Phillips screwdriver, or this is what I needed, a flathead screwdriver, and a razor blade, okay? And the reason I'm using a flathead is because on this particular model, and I don't know who they've got working in there, but these screws were tightened down so tight that I was stripping the Phillips, and it was just killing me. All right, so anyways, here's what we're gonna do. The first thing you do, just because I always do this, is take out the battery plate. One thing about this you will not have to do is you will not have to remove any of the switch fasteners here, but you will need to make sure that before you take this off that your trims back here are in the center, because they will only pass through the holes here and the gaps that are on the side. If they're up like this, you're going to end up pulling them off. And it's okay if you pull them off, you put them back on, but we're just going to jump right to this. Now, because I know these screws are a little tight to begin with, I'm going to go ahead and use a flathead for this, but I'm just going to take out the 4 screws that you need to remove in order to get to it. The cool thing about this, all the screws are the same size, so you don't have to worry about getting the wrong screw when you put them back together. So you're going to take out the bottom screws here, the 2 bottom screws here, all right, and then you're going to go ahead and unscrew the 2 top screws that are going to be right here. And like I said, these suckers were, they're in there pretty tight, all right. So there's one, and that's going to come out, and then there's the second one. And the rest of this is pretty simple to do, all right. So once you get the 4 screws out, I mean, just go ahead and turn it over, and there are the screws, and there's always one that likes to sit behind. That's this one here, so let me just go ahead. Oh, I'll tell you what, if it wants to stay in there for now, let it stay. Okay, so anyways, at that point, as long as your trim switches are right here, you can go ahead and start opening this up. And just be careful. There's a 3-wire connection here on the back, and just kind of gently move it. There you go. So you've got your 3-wire connection here. You can go ahead and pull this plug if you'd like. So there we go. All right. Now, what we're looking to do here is we're talking about the right stick. So the right stick is going to be actually on our left at this point. And what I want to show you is you have these 2 screws right here, right? You have one screw. Where's my other one? Hold on a second. I got to find it here real quick. So you have your one screw right here, and I think the other one may have untightened that already. Yeah, I think I untightened that too much here. One second. Let me make sure I've got this put in properly. Okay, so you've got, sorry, no, I'm listening, it's wrong. My bad, I've been working on too many transmitters today. Okay, so you've got one screw here and one screw here. So what we're trying to do is, if you're talking about left and right being loose, then this is a screw that you're talking about right here, okay? So if you loosen it and then you go and flick this like so, it's just gonna respond real sloppy, but some people really like that. It's much easier to move. There's not a lot of tension on there at all. And the same will go for the screw that controls the up and down movements, okay? So if you loosen it, it's going to go real easy like this, and if you tighten it, if you want to make this thing snap back to the center quicker, then you're gonna go ahead and tighten these down. Now, you're kind of limited on how far you can go with this, but if you tighten it down, now my response is much quicker. It's you know, like when you flick it and let it go, it's going to go back to the center much faster. It's not going to bob around as much. I don't know what a technical term is. I can just tell you it snaps back quicker. Take that, and that's a term. And the same for going up and down. So with the screw all the way down, you'll see that's my response right there, and that's my response. Now let me show you the difference when I loosen them. Obviously, they would never stay that loose, but just to give you an idea. Now when I go up and down, you see how it bounces, and then this one's going to bounce more. So it's going to be really loose. So if you notice that you're flying and your quad, like with barely anything, it's starting to go everywhere, and your sticks are a little loose, then you want to go ahead and tighten them down. So I prefer mine to be tightened down quite a bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and tighten these down, and you can just go ahead and take it down all the way, and then you're done. Now your response again is good here and right there in the center, and you're good to go. All right. Once you get it to where you want it, you're just going to put this back together, but make sure that, again, that you set your trims right in the center so they can pass through these openings right here. And we're going to go ahead and plug our 3 wires back in, like so. All right, and then we're just going to make sure that we line the plate up so that the trims go right through the center spots, just like that, okay? And once that's done, just go ahead and put your screws back in. Put the 4 of them in. Yep, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tighten it down, which we'll do real quickly, although you don't need a video on how to tighten the screw, but let me just get this done while it's in the video anyway. All right, and again, I hope this helps. It's quick videos, you know, if you've got something and you need some help with it, or you need a quick video on it, by all means, just hit me up. And it takes me no time to really put a video together. I'll do it between, like right now, I'm getting ready to cut a frame. I'll do it between the frame job or between, I don't know, some sort of installation of something. But I wanted to get this out as quickly as I could. And once we put the battery plate back in, now I don't have any batteries in here, but once we put the battery plate back in, our settings stay, and we are solid. Okay, hope that helps, guys. If you need anything else, let me know. Hit me up at tarek@cyclonefpv.com. Check out our website, www.cyclonefpv.com. Like us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, whatever all those young terms are. Just help us out if you could. I'd really appreciate it. And that about wraps it up for me, guys. See you later. Bye.